Hey guys, what's happening today? Well, I don't know. This rider, you guys have probably seen. I know you guys seen this rider in a lot of my trailer build videos of it being up on the ramps. Well, I'll tell you guys what's going on with it. The shaft. You guys remember the shaft? Well, I had to order a new one in. A good buddy of mine. I can't say good buddy of mine. He's a really good guy. Really good guy for wheel horse parts. But I bought parts for not this rider, but for the rear end of the other rider I did. I don't know if you guys seen that video or not. I don't even know if I recorded that video. I don't remember. But I sheared the axle on this side of the tire on the other workhorse. So he fell through with me again. $50 some for the shaft, brand new. So it's new old stock. It's not perfect shape, guys. I'm not going to ask for perfect for the year of this rider. So that's why you seen this up on jack stand. Now I'm hoping my brain can recalculate where all the bits and pieces are at for this. I don't remember. It's been a while. I've had a lot of work. I've had a lot of stuff going on in the neighborhood. I have 4 asshole neighbors are pissing me off, and I swear to God, one more damn time they call the fucking cops, or, well, I should say call the law on my ass. I'm going to start knocking them out, and I don't care if it's a woman or a guy. I've had it with the fucking people around here. Well, if you guys want to know what happened, it finally sheared the damn bolt. The threads are rounded off. But anyways, further ado with that, all that I have to say. Just make sure everything's good right now. Yep, everything feels really nice. I've had it, guys. I can't deal with any more of this bullshit from these neighbors. That slid right in. This one didn't slide in that nice. It's interesting. Okay, so I put the nuts on the bottom of that. Basically what's going on, guys, is my dad. Now I'll tell you the story why it's pissing me off for. A neighbor in this neighborhood, his son wanted this house that my dad lives in. Alright, bank wanted like the realtor wanted $30-some thousand for this trailer. Alright, now you guys are going to say, well, what's the big deal? Well, this is why I'm sitting here thinking where the parts are at for this. Here's what makes a big deal. My dad walked over to the realtor. This is a funny story. Walked over to the realtor and asked the bank, how much money do you want for the trailer? The bank came back to my dad and says $18,000, and Dad says, would you take $16,000 cash for this trailer? The bank came back to my dad and said yes. Basically what happened there is the neighbor son basically got shit on, pretty much. Basically, money walks, bullshit. Money walks, bullshit talks. That's how I look at it. And ever since then, these neighbors have been nothing but assholes ever since that day. And it really got worse when I decided to put a fence up by the roadside to keep assholes from driving in our yard. Is eroding the trees out of our yard. And we need them to block the wind. Because my other neighbors decided to cut all his trees down. So, in the long story short, is all these neighbors are pissed off because we're not moving off a rock and we're not doing what they want us to do. Well, we're not here to make friends with anybody. Well, I'm here making friends with you guys. Because, you know, having friends is always nice on YouTube. But we're not here for neighbor friends. I don't care about neighbor friends. I got one good neighbor next door, and he's all I care about. Because legally, his property is part of my property. So, in the long story short, making that story short, his wife's mother owns that property. He's buying it from her. So, if he decides to go to Florida in the next 5 years, I'm hoping she'll do a deal with us so we can buy the trailer from her, and that'd be part of our property. That'd be cool, and then we'd be up to 5 acres of land. So we're only at 4.5 acres right now. So it's not like that trailer's worth any money. I mean, trailer's destroyed. It's gone. But other than that, there's that little short story. Just had to get that off my back. So what I'm going to do is let you guys go now so I can find the keyway and some other parts. Catch you guys in a few. That wasn't hard. That's all the parts. I'm going to need to get a new keyway. This keyway is shot. So, and probably all new grease fittings, I don't know yet. So, let me get you underneath, up here. Oh, there's one spindle housing. It's still in good shape. Everything feels good in that. Yeah, everything feels good. Don't feel any bearing point or nothing. There's your other one. That one feels pretty well. Can't really tell if that one's any good or not. Feels good, but got a lot of debris up around it. I'm probably gonna have to take the. I'm hoping I don't have to, but that one feels kind of rough. You got shit falling off from it. Yeah, that one's got grass all built up inside. I don't feel no bad bearings in it. That's a plus. Yeah, I don't feel no bad bearings in it. Now you guys are wondering, you guys are probably wondering. Let me put you guys down. Let's see if I can get you guys up. Now you guys are probably wondering is now that one has a bad bearing. Feels like a bad bearing. And I have to probably grease them. Well, it's got some deck bending to do. Gotta beat my deck back out. Yeah, it's just a stiff bearing. Then I have to repair. This is the only original shaft I got right there. This one's been replaced, that one over there's been replaced, and this one's still original, because you can tell by the flange nut on it. So I'm hoping we can adjust the blade to ride height. So, what I was saying, you guys are wondering, how do I know small mechanics? Well, here's the long story short. I started out doing mechanic work, small engine repair, when I was 16. The reason why I started doing small engine repair, there we go, is simple as this. It was an easy job, very easy job to do, guys. And you don't have to be a brainchild to do a small engine repair. And the guy I used to work for, he took me under his belt, which I was really thankful of him. So one day he had a massive heart attack at age 62 years old. And at the age of 62, he had a massive heart attack. He didn't die, he just couldn't do what he used to do anymore. He couldn't work on these small engines. So basically I was working with him for many years. I'm talking about at least a good 5-6 years until I moved down here to my dad's. And I, even at that stage of the game, I still went up there and helped him until his son decided to put his dad into a nursing home, and then the business got sold, which really ticked me off. He still knows me. I go up once a year and I go see him about once every summer. I try to get out there almost every summer, but it's a little hard with my work schedule and still trying to go to school. Now you guys wondering what got me into cars. Well, what got me into cars was pretty much I liked working on anything that had an engine. I like anything that I could tear apart. Electronics, I work on that. I love doing stupid crap that no one else can ever do in their life. And what I mean by that is stuff that, I don't know how to explain it. It's stuff that everybody else says is too hard to do, but actually in reality it's pretty easy to do. And that's why I'm into cars. Because cars ain't going nowhere. And lawnmower repair, well, that's not a really good money maker. I mean, literally, that does not pay bills. Not like you guys think it does. I mean, it's not like you guys think it is. It's a good hobby. Don't get me wrong, I love doing it. I mean, I love doing small engine repair as a hobby, but not for a career in my life. There's not enough money. Now you can screw people on. And my cat wants in. Oops. But anyways, guys, what I was saying is you can screw people. Yes, that'd be alright. But me personally, I don't like screwing people. The old man always told me is if you're honest with your customers, it's the best thing you could ever do. That guy, and I still remember to this day, to do a tune-up on a rider, that's plugs, clean the mag if it needs it, gas filter, clean out the lines in case there's something in it, clean the lines out, do the oil on it. That's basically what our tune-up was. It's oil, plugs, clean the mag if it needs it, adjust the mag if it needs it, adjust carburetor if it needs it, oil, if it's got a hydraulic system, we'll do the hydraulic system. All of that, we charge for the parts. So say if your plugs are, well, for this rider that I'm working on right now, the plugs for $4 a piece, we charge them $8 plus our overhead, so it'll be $16 for the plugs ish. No, that's not how it went. $8 for the plugs, yeah, plus $2, so it'll be $10 for the plugs, because you know we have to pay for the you know, it's $2 on top of the $8 for the plugs. Oil change, well, we charge by how many ounces you got in your rider. That rider is 1.5 quarts, so that would be, depends on what oil we were using at the time. A quart of oil was $1.50, so it'll be between about $2.50 to do the oil change. It was really cheap. I mean, you do a whole complete tune-up, you're looking at, God, I think he usually charged like $50, if that. I don't even think it was more than 50. I think it was like $40 to do a tune-up. And these customers were constantly coming back day after day after day, telling him how good a service he was. Blade sharpening, like I'm going to show you guys here, this is what the old man showed me. We used to sharpen blades. If they bring in 2, we charge them, I think it was $2 a blade. So that wasn't too bad, because we don't grind them, we just use what I'm going to show you. It's just, the cheaper you make your rate, and our shop hours are not that expensive. I think it was like $2.50 an hour, or $2.50 for every 30 minutes we spent, or some crap like that. I think it ended up like $5 an hour is how he did it. But it was enough money where you could pay his employees. There's only 2 of us, me, another kid, and him. So it's 3 of us, the boss, you know. And we had enough work where we could push out enough riders to keep us afloat day after day after day after day. In the wintertime, my guys should see the snow throwers we used to get in. Snow throwers, riders, you name it, it was constantly breaking coming in. We had so much business, it was putting out the big boys out of business. It's how bad he was at his shop rate. But he was honest. He'll tell a customer, like, hey, if this ain't running right, bring it back. We'll honor our warranty. So say if we rebuild an engine, we honor that engine for 2,000 hours or 200 hours or 3 years. It's whatever came first. And we have never had one complaint from anybody. Except for the one complaint, it happened with me. The blade came loose and it destroyed the spindle. Wasn't my fault. We asked the guy if he wanted to replace the spindle and he didn't. But out of my kindness of my heart and out of the owner's heart, me and him pitched in for a brand new spindle assembly. The whole spindle and shaft had been all replaced. We pitched in, repaired it for free. Guy was happy to go lucky. No, came back for that one. And the guy said that he's sorry that he complained about us, but he said that it came loose. But that's the only complaint we ever got of a comeback. So, further ado, what I'm going to show you, grab a vise, put your blade on it, and you want to take a grinder. I got a big grinder. This got a, what's this, a 40 grit flat disc. And this should sharpen the blade, I hope. Because I don't really remember the blade he used. But I know it wasn't no grinding disc, I don't think. But you want to make sure you hold your contour just right. You know, you'll know what I mean by that. that sucker's sharp now. Still got a little bit here in this corner. That's how it's done, folks. And that's got a sharp edge. These blades are shot, but nice sharp edge on that side. What I was doing here is knocking all the crap off the top. Nice and sharp, guys. Now I know a lot of people would go anal and go balance their blades. That ain't needed, not all the time. Just clean them up. much sticks and tree limbs I hit in this freaking yard, there's no point of wasting time balancing these blades. Telling you guys. My neighbors really fucked up my yard. And that's it, folks. It's a cleaned up blade. Not 100% perfect. We got a sharp edge. We're going to cut the grass. I mean, I could refine that sharper. If you guys want to know how to refine edges, let me see if I got my file, and I'll show you guys something. This is how you can refine the edge. That's how you refine an edge. This side of the blade's better than that side. Yeah. Got a nice high spot in that blade. Said a lot of shit in this time, guys. That's how you refine a blade edge. If you ever want to refine a blade edge. So I'm going to catch you guys later so I can get the next two done. Catch you guys in a little bit then.